welcome back to Rowena Cooks. So, I was going to do the apple strudel for the next episode, and then we had Christmas cookies to bake. So I'm doing my Christmas cookies. The Christmas cookies that I'm doing, that is mine. That goes to this guy. Yeah. Is going to be Irish whiskey oatmeal cookies. Now, a lot of the recipes I will think of what I want in them, and then I'll put it through my all-time best search engine. I don't treat this like I use ChatGPT to do all my calculations for me, and so a lot of that comes from their calculations, like 1 cup this, 1 cup that. Unless I go and say, hey, I am inspired by this person. And these Irish whiskey oatmeal cookies was when I went, hey, can you give me a cookie recipe inspired by Father Alexander Anderson from Helsing? Because he is one of my top favorite characters in that anime. Okay, so starting out, clean my glasses because there is a smudge on them. As we all know, smudges are quite, there we go. Put you back on. Put you back on. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start out with preheating the oven to 350, which is the natural setting for my oven. So, and then line a baking sheet with parchment paper and a silicone baking mat. We'll just be using the ones with the silicone baking mat. I'm gonna need that in. So, baking mats are right here. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's alright. I got it. There we go. That'll do. The back was turned. Okay. So 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. Got my baking sheets lined. Okay, step 2, cream the butter and sugar. Now, that will be, so the recipes that I have will be in the description below. Okay. So, got one thing. Always use a spoon if it requires a packing. So this is 1 cup brown sugar packed. So our Christmas cookies generally go out to the post office, the garbage men, and our local recruitment centers. And normally I do peanut butter cookies, but I've been wanting to do this recipe for a long time now, so. They're getting oatmeal cookies. Get the brown sugar and the granulated sugar in there before I put the butter in. Now it says to cream it, but I am not going to be making too much noise because if I make too much noise, everything else gets drowned out. So. If you notice the marshmallow in there, that's because there is a trick that says the marshmallow will not solidify the, or help not solidify the brown sugar. Seems to do a pretty decent job with that. I gotta get that all packed down. So do you guys at all like make the Christmas cookies for any neighbors or any organizations in the place where you guys live? So I know like fire departments and stuff really can't get them, but you can probably like see if they like sweet treats and things like that. Okay. I like that one. Why did you switch it back to Jingle Bells? Don't mind Jingle Bells. I just like the other one better. And as usual, straight back into the fridge. So do you guys have your own favorite Christmas songs that you like to listen to? Mine will always be generally the traditional Christmas carols, like "O Come All Ye Faithful." I've nearly got memorized. Let's get these two together. Because I'm trying to get that butter to soften up as much as possible before I start the process to cream them together. And plus, the mixer will take up too much space in the dishwasher. Yeah. Out. Other.
Getting one.
Okay. My older sister has decided she will be getting me a iPhone stand. What we are using currently is a
Unsturdy thing.
recipe book holder. It's mainly meant for
Annoying, infuriating.
recipe books. Like, not too big of. Doing this by hand might take a little bit longer, but there's just something about doing this in a sense of I don't really want a mixer out. A traditional. Allows you to keep an eye on things. Unless, of course, it's me making brownies and then going, did I over-mix this? The clippers that require a lot more to it. Alright. You're making a face. Ah. schedules. Okay, so they say light and fluffy. Air needs to get in there, but smush, 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 smush. There we go.
So it's possible he had a chance to bring up this big ladder that just made me. We're trying to avoid getting his home.
He's not home yet, so.
Good.
Because we're gonna need that big ladder anyway.
There it is. Where's it? Behind the
Probably hanging behind the door.
door. So I'm like, I know there's a bunch of letters, but keep doing it.
Okay. That has now been all creamed together. Now it's time for the eggs. One at a time. As long as I don't drop the whole egg in here.
Make sure that gets empty before tonight.
Yep.
Would you like to assist us for chopping the bread and the bread and the waffle
I don't pull them off. I just kind of turn it until it looks like it won't eat us alive.
Egg in there. One egg, then egg in there until there we go. Two. Okay. So well incorporated. One thing I like about doing everything by hand is gives my arm a workout. I can just switch over to the other arm. Oh, that looks a lot better. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay. That's all incorporated. And then add the Irish whiskey and the vanilla extract. So I'll do the vanilla extract first, which is 1 teaspoon. So 1 teaspoon. And then for the Irish whiskey, I am using Redbreast, 12 years, age 12 years. And then this requires 2 tablespoons. And we will be trying this out with dinner tonight, so I'm not going to be sneaking some. Oh, that smells amazing. Enough. Mix this in. Oh, this is making me hungry. Okay. Here. Okay. There we go. And then, in a separate bowl, whisk together the flour, baking soda, cinnamon, cloves, and salt. So, for this bowl, we're going to be doing the porcelain bowl. I guess we put over here for now. I need to remember which one is the flour. Alright. That was oh. 1.5 cup flour. So, 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. So, according to it, this should make about 24 to 30 cookies depending on the size of your scoops. So, we will see how many this makes for me. There we go. Crunch. Okay. Take that out because I do not want that dripping in here. So, vanilla, 1 teaspoon baking soda. There we go. Baking soda. Cinnamon, ground cinnamon. There we go. Bottom off. Ground cinnamon's all done. Cloves and salt. So, salt. A little extra salt does not hurt. I know people can adjust the salt to their liking, but in my family, we love our salted butter and we love our salt, so it gets the full amount. Then, cloves. Baking soda, cloves, flour, cinnamon, and salt. Yep. Whisk this together. In other words, me doing this very slowly so I don't spill everything all over this countertop. Because we all know the one thing about baking and flour is that if you are not careful, it will get everywhere. Ah, scratch. Wash the hands. Adjust the glasses. So yeah, I do like Helsing and I love Father Anderson, even though we will most likely, well, I will probably try to get along with him if he was real and I ever met him in real life. The booger who is about as tall as Alucard, but Alucard's like 6'6". I would be like a mouse compared to Father Anderson because he's only a few inches taller than Alucard. I am 5'2". He is well beyond 6'5", so. But I would try my best to get along with Father Anderson. Because his heart is in the right place. It's just there are certain things that we will disagree on. Okay. Now we will mix the wet and dry ingredients together. There was some cinnamon left over. Gotta get that pocket of cinnamon. Mix that in. Once again, this smells amazing. Even if you don't try out any of my recipes, I will always recommend this one because that red breast was actually a really good buy, even if it cost me a little bit of money. Okay, mix this together. So the brownies were well received by the people at my work. I am going to check in on Monday to see how they are. So I'm actually going to be posting this video today instead of on Tuesday like I normally have planned. Because Tuesday I'm actually going to be posting the apple strudel video, and I do want to keep that clear for that day. Oh, that still smells delicious. Ugh. Oh, this makes me want to have the cookies right now. I am not, because they are not fully ready yet. And yes, this recipe does have the raisins as optional. They also suggest walnuts, but I'm not going to do that because of nut allergies. Well, I do peanut butter cookies normally, and I'm not sure. If I try this recipe again, which I most likely will because it smells amazing. There we go. But I am going to be adding the raisins in because for me, oatmeal cookies with raisins are tasty. But the raisins and walnuts are optional. Now let's just hope I have enough oats. I don't have to go over to my parents' house. When did you get in here? That might be an actual hair. And yes, when baking, your hair will get into things. There we go. Get the last little bit. mean to you guys? For me, it means love. I know that this time of year has gotten very commercialized and very away from its original meaning, where it's all about giving and not about getting. And I know a lot of people get stressed out over presents and things like that. But we do have this innate want to have something for ourselves. And for me, this is the perfect time of year to think about others. To spread God's love and joy to everyone. Alright. Stir in oats. Okay, let's hope I have enough. If not, I am going to bring this over to my mom's place so I can get more oats. So stir these in. Oh, I might have enough. I might have enough. Because they ask for 3 cups. And this is 18 ounces. And I've always been a little bit worried because I know 8 ounces is in a cup. It looks like they just go by weight and not how many cups are in there, so. Get you all off the sides. Alright. And one more. Yes, 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 yes! Okay. You have enough for dinner, or not dinner, breakfast, num-nums, foods. And probably more oatmeal cookies if I am up to it. Okay, now time to fold in the raisins. So, they call for 1 cup of raisins or currants. And if you're doing almonds, or not almonds, walnuts, it's also 1 cup. Once again, I am not doing walnuts in these ones, but I might do another recipe that does that. I'll let you guys know how those ones turned out. I think ChatGPT was underestimating the amount of the size of my cookie dollops. Because this might end up being of various sizes. Okay. Let's just put this guy in here. You know, I'm actually the type of person who actually likes raisins. Like, my mom doesn't like them. And I'm like, oh, you're eating trail mix and leaving out the raisins? I'll go grab some raisins from that then. Like, they're sweet. They're small and they're perfect snack size. Especially when you're trying not to overconsume all the sugar. Which will happen in my family if I am not careful. And just fold that in. smell the whiskey. It smells so good. I'm gonna try to get this evenly spaced out as possible. At least I am hoping the one guy who transferred over here, who I met at Fred Meyer's, is here on the day we actually deliver these, because I believe I told him I was going to make these. It's either that or peanut butter cookies. I don't think anyone's in the bathroom. Oh, that's just a delivery guy. Okay. Okay. Then... Wranglers?
Yes.
That will be the boyfriend's present. If you're watching this, boyfriend, hi. I am still trying not to say your name on screen. I love you. My boyfriend has requested privacy, so I will give him privacy.
Call him John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith.
Okay, now it's time for... back in there. Dolloping it onto our tray. Now I say if you use the tablespoon, it should make 30. If you use 2 tablespoons, it'll be 24. Down, down, stay down. Okay. We shall see how well this goes. And these will be baking for, I believe it was 10 to 12, so you know my rule. If it's between 2 numbers, choose the middle number, even if it means doing some math. So we'll be putting ours in for 11 minutes. Okay. Back into here. Love it when my fingers want to go exactly to the beat of the song. That one probably will need a little bit more. That one will probably need a little less. There we go. 2, 3. They say about 2 inches apart, which is why I like the silicone mats. Okay. And always make sure when doing this, scrape the edges of your bowl. So if you don't scrape the edges of your bowl, then you won't get all the goodies on the side. Okay. This will take a bit, so probably end the video here and then get back to you when I'm serving them up. So also once it's the 11 or 10 to 12 minutes is done, put them on a wire rack for 5 minutes, and I will see you in the next 44 minutes. Alright. Alright, yeah, 4 minutes to the last batch is done, so it's just about 4 minutes. But keep up. fine. Look how good they look. Yes, that is one of the cookie tin. No, that's the popcorn tin lid. Because we're trying not to use a lot of plates, so we are using lids for things. Okay, 3 minutes left. These guys are finishing cooling. I got another wire rack over here. And yeah, we can just listen to the instrumental music, chat. So, what kind of cookies do you guys like? Because I'm pretty much fine with any cookie. Like oatmeal and things like that. They don't bother me. So I know a lot of people don't like raisins, and oatmeal raisin isn't their favorite. I keep trying to figure out, how do you mistake this for chocolate chip? And then I realized some people actually put chocolate chips into their oatmeal cookies. Or oatmeals into their chocolate chip cookies. And I'm like, that's... Oatmeal is to make it taste like you're having oatmeal. Hence why you put an egg in there, is because you can put an egg on top of your oatmeal.
Because if we just check it down here, then have to leave the lights up. I don't even have to get a ladder. I could just use a claw thing to move them into the hook over on the above the plants, because I do not want to deal with plants attacking my hair again.
It's such a big deal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's annoying, poking up your shirt in your hair.
Yeah.
You're trying to get into your ear.
Especially when you don't realize how many spiders are on that.
There wouldn't be any spiders. It's too cold.
Okay.
Only was it Billy Bob Thornton?
Billy Bob Thornton or local spider.
Yeah.
Only the Undertaker is still there.
We may have this tendency.
Only
to
Andre the
spiders.
Giant. No, he's not a tarantula, but for us Washingtonians, yes.
Just about like that big. I mean, not like it's a dollar-sized coin or anything. It's more like a quarter-size spider. Okay, fine. It's maybe a dime, the body. It's got the spindly legs.
Spiders.
Okay, 39 seconds, and then
White out over here.
let me just take a picture after this once those guys come out. What am I gonna do for the other one?
So be careful if you need things.
And you guys over here.
Another lid.
Over here. In the plug.
Alright, got the ones for packages. Our local mailman and garbage man. Yes, they smell delicious. They smell wonderful. I'll let you know how they taste. Later.
I put the extra pieces in that box.
Well, there's two pieces. One looks like it's in some sort of metal encasement, like a normal plug or something.
Only one is used.
Okay.
Mm.
And then this other one that
Looks
is
good.
there. How many things?
We had a dying one.
What do you use?
Yep.
I don't know. Last time we had
Oh,
a little thing.
Fuzzy sweater. I found this in my drawer and I was like, I'll probably wear this over rather than my flannel to work. And then I decided that this was going to be one of the sweaters I wear, not on the daily, but with a lot of my non-sweater shirts. And I was cold today. We're finishing up setting up the lights outside. We got our nativity scene set up. We got a minute left. Oh, it's just 1:17. So those will be cooling for about 5 minutes before we transfer them over. So I'm just gonna Advent candle. Nativity scene. Don't ask why they're so grouped together. It's the room's fault. And then we got our tree. Got our cross. Move that right over her head. And yeah, that is our setup. We don't do anything big or fancy. We like ours simple. Other direction. There we go. Okay. Not cool enough yet. Definitely not cool enough. I'll probably just transfer this wire rack over here. Put this down. Okay. The raisins with that are really good. Got the definite good batter. Okay. Just serve these up over here, and then I'll show you a picture. Oh, that's it. Okay. So that'll be that for the update, and I'll show you guys a picture of what this looks like. All right. Bye, guys.